Ladies, I am here tonight on this show. And tonight we're going to talk about the Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans game. This game, man, it was close in the beginning, man. I believe it was only, 10-6 at the halftime. But, Dallas got their head out of their behind. And the game ended up being a lot, they took over in the second half 27-13. But I will say this, it was still only, it was 10-6 at halftime, and going into the fourth quarter it was 17-13. Tennessee stood in this game until the end there, where Dallas put up 10 points in the fourth quarter to eventually close it out, ice the game 27-13. But Tennessee, despite all their injuries, Tennessee didn't really need this game at all, because no matter what, win, lose, they were still going to need to win that game versus Jacksonville next week. And if they win that game, they win the division. So it was kind of like almost like a preseason game for Tennessee. They did have a lot of injuries, like Ryan Tannehill. I think he broke his ankle. He's out for the season. But I think a lot of the players they did not play. I think they could have maybe played, but they decided to rest them because this game doesn't matter. Win, lose, or draw, they're still in the same situation. They got to beat Jacksonville next week to win the AFC South. So I think they took a lot of players that were maybe like 75, 85%. They like, nah, don't even play. The game doesn't even matter. So let's look at the stats, man. Prescott did have like 3 turnovers in this game. He had a fumble and he had 2 interceptions. He completed 29 out of 41 throws, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns. Running game wasn't that good. As a team, they ran for 87 yards. Tony Pollard did not play tonight. Ezekiel actually, I beg your pardon. No, Malik Davis left away with 39 yards rushing. Ezekiel Elliott had 37, and a touchdown also as well for Ezekiel Elliott. CeeDee Lamb 11 catches, 100 yards. Dalton Schultz 7 catches, 55 yards, 2 touchdowns. T.Y. Hilton, man, starting to really fit in this Dallas Cowboys offense. 4 catches, 50 yards tonight. He had a 30-yard long completion once again. Came through last week on that 3rd and 30 play. So T.Y. Hilton slowly becoming probably that third option right behind Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb, right? As well with Dalton Schultz also having a pretty good game with 7 catches and 2 touchdowns. All of a sudden, right, with T.Y. Hilton, you got those 2 receivers, T.Y. Hilton, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz. Then you got the running game with Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott. All of a sudden, if Prescott can just stop turning the ball over, they got an offense here, low key, man. They really do. They really do. For Tennessee, man, Joshua Dobbs, 20 for 39 on his throws, 232 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The interception went not into the fourth quarter. He did a good job of taking care of the football. Although I believe he did have a fumble. But he did a good job of not turning the ball over that much. At the end, yeah, the game was kind of hand, the interception. No Derrick Henry. As a team, they ran 97 yards. Hassan Haxon led the way with 40 yards. Tyler Burke, 4 catches. Robert Woods, 5 catches. A touchdown for Robert Woods. And that was pretty much it. Nobody else really did much from the receiving corps. They did what they could, man. No Ryan Tannehill, no Derrick Henry. The defense tried to do whatever they could. Like I said, they only limited to Dallas 10 points at halftime, 17 points in the first 3 quarters. And then finally, Dallas took off in that fourth quarter, scoring the 10 final points to winning the game 27-13. Tennessee tried, man. They tried to do the best they could in this game. But at the end, man, Dallas just obviously better. Dallas outside of Tony Pollard were pretty much healthy. So, the running game wasn't that good tonight. Dallas, Prescott, 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble. But despite all that, they were able to overcome it because I think a lot of it had to do with the Titans not having a lot of their players. So we'll see what happens. Now Dallas needs to win their final game, and Philadelphia needs to lose both of their 2 games left so Dallas can somehow win the NFC East. We'll see what happens. If not, they would be the fifth place, which I believe right now they would play the Buccaneers. And Dallas always has bad luck versus the Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. So that could be a bad thing for Dallas. We'll see what happens. But until next time, I'm out.